Milwaukee, Khris Middleton scored 23 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo added 19 and the Milwaukee Bucks used a dominating first half to overwhelm the Boston Celtics, 160-92, on Friday night, Saturday, Manila time, narrowing their deficit in the first-round playoff series to 2-1. Bledsoe and Jabari Parker each added 17 for the energized Bucks, who held the Celtics without a field goal for nearly an 11-minute stretch of the first half. Milwaukee found its defense after a disheartening 14-point loss in Game 2, getting contributions from up and down the roster. Backup center Thon Maker scored 14 points and blocked 5 shots. Pesky guard Matthew Dellavedova, a veteran of a championship run with the Cleveland Cavaliers, helped hold young Celtics point guard Terry Rozier to 9 points on 2 of 7 shooting. Al Horford scored 16 for the Celtics, who fell behind by 23 at halftime and got no closer than 76-62 with 3:06 left in the third quarter on Jason Tatum's three-pointer. The game was so well in hand that the Bucks closed out the victory even with Antetokounmpo on the bench for much of the fourth quarter with 5 fouls. Middleton had 8 points in the fourth. Game 4 Sunday in Milwaukee. The Celtics will need to get off to a much better start if they want to avoid going home for Game 5 with a 2-2 series tie. Milwaukee hustled for loose balls and stayed active around the paint, used its length to get deflections and disrupt Boston in the lane. The 7'1" Maker, in particular, provided a huge boost to help Milwaukee counter what had been a decisive edge off the bench for the Celtics. Maker got extended minutes only because starting center John Henson missed the game with a sore back. Nearly everything else went Milwaukee's way, too. Parker, who voiced displeasure this week after playing just 24 minutes over the first 2 games, was 7 of 12 from the field and played 30 minutes. Bledsoe, outplayed by Rozier in the first 2 games, shot 8 of 13. Tip-ins. Celtics. Rozier had 5 turnovers, but 4 came in a first quarter in which the Celtics fell behind 27-12. He had 9 assists. Boston held a 45-37 edge in rebounding, including 17-7 on the offensive glass. But the Celtics allowed the Bucks to shoot at least 57% for a second straight game. Bucks. Malcolm Brogdon replaced Tony Snell at guard alongside Bledsoe. Brogdon, who missed 2 months late in the season with a quad injury, scored 5 points but helped limit the Celtics' backcourt of Rozier and Jaylen Brown, 11 points,